Good morning, everyone. Myself B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer in electronics and communication engineering, working at Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. Today, I am going to teach the subject electronic measuring instruments, which comes under the C18 curriculum of Telangana State Board of Technical Education, uh, 5th semester. The subject code is 18EC and it comes under the elective subject 18EC 504 electronic measuring instruments. And the chapter I am going to discuss is the fifth chapter, signal generators. So in that we have already discussed about the what is signal generator and what are the requirements of the signal generator and what is the difference between signal generator and oscillator and basic requirements of the signal generators and audio frequency oscillator, which will generate the sine wave and square wave, how how it will work and how it will generate the uh, sine wave and square wave. So basically signal generators are used for generating the different types of waveforms. So after that we have seen the yesterday's class we have seen about the front panel controls of the audio frequency oscillator as well as specifications of the audio frequency oscillators. So today we are going to discuss about the working of the function generator. So as you are already using the function generator from maybe first year onwards, so we are going to discuss how it will work, how it will generate different types of waveforms that we will be going to discuss in this chapter, that is the working of function generators. So in the previous class we have already discussed about the signal generators introduction and types of waveforms and their generation and AFO and specifications and front panel controls. So on this class today we are going to discuss about the introduction to function generator, basic block diagram, features and main block diagram and its working of the function generator. So what is function generator? So it is an electronic test equipment. So what is function generator? It is electronic test equipment. Electronic test equipment used in various laboratories, research research and development works, and in industries, in educational institutes for various testing of the uh, different types of instruments. So it is electronic testing equipment which generates the electrical waveforms such as sine wave, square wave, triangular wave and sawtooth waveform, etc., and with a wide range of adjustable frequencies, that starts from almost uh, fraction of hertz. It will generate the different waveforms with uh, adjustable frequencies of fraction of hertz to several hundreds of kilohertz. So function generator is an electronic test instrument or electronic test equipment used for generating the different waveforms. What are the waveforms which we are going to generate? Sine wave, square wave, triangular and sawtooth waveform. So these waveforms can be either repetitive or single shot. Repetitive means so it is generating continuously, or you can generate a single sine wave or single square wave, single shot, in which case some kind of triggering source is required. So if you want to generate the single shot type of waveform, you have to use some kind of external or internal triggering is required. Otherwise, whatever the signal generator, its function is to generate the repetitive waveforms of different types, that are sine wave, square wave, and triangular and sawtooth waveform. So these function generator can be available in both analog and digital types. It can be available in analog and digital type. So what is function generator? It is a AC signal source. So it will generate the AC signal source which generates AC signal source which generates various types of waveforms, that is sine wave, square wave, triangular and sawtooth waveform, and adjustable frequency over a wide range. That is, whatever the signals which are generating by the function generator, that signals frequencies can be adjustable over wide range, that is from fraction of hertz to several hundred kilohertz. Either it may be whatever the signals that are either repetitive or one shot, and available in analog as well as digital form. And it has the advantage of generating the two waveforms simultaneously, or it can generate two waveforms at a time. At a single time it can generate the two waveforms, and it is also having the advantage of phase locking to an external signal. Phase locking to an external signal, and this is PLL concept that will be discussed already in, I think, in linear integrated circuits, so that I am not going to explain here. So this is how analog function generator will look like uh, from the front side. There are various front panel controls, so that is you can change the different frequencies, and you can have the range of frequencies, and you will be having the three types of power on off button and attenuation and different function, that is three functions. One is square wave, another one is sine wave, another one is triangular wave. So you can have three CRO probes for seeing the three different waveforms on the CRO. Whatever the signal that is generated, you have to visualize that one. So that purpose we are using the CRO. CRO is an instrument which is used to display these signals generated by this function generator. So these three are probes, connectors used for CRO to enable the visual indication of the whatever the signal generated by this function generator. So this is how digital function generator looks like. So you can set the frequencies and amplitude and offset that is visibly appear on the function generator screen also. So you are having the synchronizing input, output is there, and frequency control and trigger and output. So different types of signals and on and off button. So you are having different functions, that is front panel controls. So and it is developed by the manufacturer of Agilient Technologies. So this is one type of digital function generator that is available in the market. So basic block diagram of function generator looks like this one. So you will be having uh, you have to generate the three signals. So for that one, so we are using the integrator, three blocks: integrator, another one is Schmitt trigger, another one is sine wave converter, and these are going to a attenuator, and finally we are getting the output. So integrate so integrator output is connected to the schematic trigger as well as the sine wave converter. So integrator output is, from this diagram you can see integrator output is the triangular wave, and the output of the schematic trigger is square wave, and the output of the sine wave shaper is the sine waves. So all are going to a attenuator and you are getting the outputs. This is the basic block diagram. So so not detailed block diagram, it is basic block diagram. If you are supposed to ask, if it is asked for 1 mark or 3 marks questions, you can draw this diagram. But if it is asked for essay question, that is for 5 marks, you have to draw the next diagram, which I am going to explain in the next 2 or more slides. So this is basic block diagram. Whenever it is asked for 1 mark or 3 marks, you can draw this diagram. So we are going for the working of function generator. It consists of the integrator. So integrator, what it generates the triangular waveform of adjustable frequency. And next one is schematic trigger. So schematic trigger is converts the triangular waveform into the square wave. So schematic trigger converts the triangular waveform into the square wave output. And next one is sine wave converter, which will convert the triangular input to the sine wave output. And selector switch. So you are having the selector switch, so which is used for selection of either triangular or sine or square wave signal. Attenuator, it will provide the output signal of variable amplitude. For amplitude control we are using the attenuator. So if the question of working of function generator or explain the basic block diagram of function generator, then you have to draw this block diagram and write this 5 lines. You will get the 3 marks. For 5 marks I am going to explain in the next one. So in 3 marks it is asked, you have to draw the diagram, this one, you have to draw this diagram. So block diagram of function generator consists of integrator, schematic trigger, sine wave converter, and all these are connected to a attenuator, and you are getting the output. And the function of integrator is to generates the triangular wave of adjustable frequency, and schematic trigger which will converts the triangular input to the square wave output. And next one is sine wave converter, converts the triangular input to the sine wave output. And selector switch, which will select triangular or sine or square wave signal. And attenuator provides the output signal of variable amplitude. So these are the different waveforms generated by the function generator. First one is sine wave, second one is square wave, third one is triangular waveform, and fourth one is sawtooth waveform. So these are the different types of waveforms that are generated by the function generator. So which will find various application in our electronics and communication engineering. These signals: sine wave, square wave, triangular wave, and sawtooth wave. So which are generated by which one? Function generator. Whereas AFO will generate only sine wave and square wave, but function generator will generate sine wave, square wave, triangular wave, and sawtooth waveform. So this is the complete block diagram of function generator. So previously you have seen only the basic block diagram. This one is the exact block diagram of function generator. So as you see in this one, you will be at the input side, you will be having the frequency control networks, frequency control network, and that may be either external frequency control or internal frequency controls. For that you will be having one frequency control switch. That switch may be connected to this resistor, then you are going for external frequency control, or you can set the directly by the frequency control network. If it is connected to this one, then you are going to control internally, either externally frequency control or internally you can control the frequency. And you will be having uh, different blocks. So what are those different blocks in this diagram? Upper constant current source and lower constant current source, and you will be having the op amp connected with a capacitor. That combination we are calling it as integrator. Op amp connected across input to output. If your op amp is connected input to output capacitor, then it is called integrator. So that will is connected to the voltage comparator, my multi vibrator, or you can call it as Schmitt trigger. And the same one is again connected to the resistance diode shaping network, and two switches for two outputs for simultaneously. So at the integrator output is directly a triangular one, and whatever the output that is coming after the voltage comparator multivibrator is the square wave, and whatever the output that is coming after the resistance diode shaping network is the sine wave. So going into this circuit, so here block diagram. So these are the different parts, and going in to the working of this one. So here the frequency is controlled by varying the capacitor in the LC or RC circuit. So the frequency control network, that frequency is controlled by varying the capacitor. Either you can use LC tank circuit or RC tank circuit. So in this instrument, so in this function generator, this frequency is controlled by, whatever the frequency is there, that frequency is controlled by varying the magnitude of current, which is driving this indicator. So the frequency is controlled by the current that is coming from the upper constant current source or lower constant current source. These two current sources are driving the integrator. So this you have to know, means frequency control network, first one. So frequency control network either may be internal or external, and how the frequency is controlled by varying the LC or RC circuits. So and this frequency is controlled by what? By the current from the upper constant current source or lower constant current source, and this current is driving the integrator. Now this frequency controlled voltage driving the integrator with two current sources. First one is upper constant current source, which supplies the constant current to the integrator. So first what we are taking, this frequency controlled voltage network, whatever it is there. So that is first we are applying that one to the upper constant current source. So this current source supplies a constant current which drives the integrator, and the integrator output, as we have already known, is given by the V out equal to minus 1 by C integration of I dt. So whatever the increase or decrease in current, supplied by this current sources, that is upper in this case upper constant current source increases or decreases the slope of the output voltage and hence controls the frequency. So here what happens, first again I am telling, frequency control network voltage that is given to the upper in the first case it is given to the upper constant current source. So upper constant current source will deliver a constant current to the integrator. So integrator, whenever the output voltage of the integrator is V out equal to minus 1 by C integration of I dt, whenever the current increases or decreases, that is the current increase or decrease in the current supplied by the upper constant current source increases or decreases the slope of the output voltage and hence it controls the frequency. So when this happening, this voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state at a predetermined level on the positive slope of the upper constant current source. So whenever upper constant current source is driving a current, so that driving current is given to the integrator. So what happens, by the equation of minus 1 by C integral of I dt, if you are giving the supply voltage that drives the current, so you are getting increase or decrease in the slope of the output at the integrator. So this will drive the voltage comparator multivibrator. So this voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state at the positive slope of the integrator's output voltage. So when it changes the state at the integrator output voltage, what happens means which will change the which will cut off the upper constant current source. So whenever the voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state, which will cuts off the upper constant current source to the integrator and switches on the lower constant current source. So whenever the voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state, what it will do, it will cut off the supply from the upper constant current source and immediately integrator current is supplied by the lower constant current source. Now what happens, this lower constant current source supplies the reverse current to the integrator, so that it outputs decreases linearly with the time. So in the case of upper constant current source, output of the integrator is increasing. The whenever on the increasing side, voltage comparator multivibrator changes its states, then it turn off the upper constant current source and turn on the lower constant current source, which will supplies the reverse current to the integrator. Then what happens, the current current at the output of the integrator decreases linearly with the time, and again when the output voltage reaches a particular level, on the integrator, again this voltage comparator multivibrator will switches and cuts off the lower constant current source, and at the same time switching on the upper constant current source. So based on the switching of the voltage comparator multivibrator, we are connecting either upper constant current source, which will increases the current linearly with the time. After at some level it will switch it off by using voltage comparator multivibrator. Then it will turn off the upper constant current source and turn on the lower constant current source, which will supply reverse current to the integrator. Then the current at the integrator will linearly decreases with time. At that, at the some point, again the voltage comparator multivibrator switches off the lower constant current source and switches on the upper constant current source, so which will be continuous in process. And the output of the integrator, you can see, is triangular waveform whose frequency is determined by the magnitude of the current supplied by the constant current sources, and the voltage comparator multivibrator output on off, so that you are getting the square waveform by using some linear wave shaping, that we are calling it as we can use the resistance and diode shaping circuit, we are calling it as clipper circuit. By using this resistance diode shaping circuits, whatever the triangular waveform is there, that will be cutted on the positive and negative side to produce the sine wave, and these two waves are given to the output amplifiers, such that we are getting the outputs of square wave and sine wave at the output amplifier 1 and output amplifier 2, and whatever the integrator output is, the directly you are getting the triangular waveform. And all these waveforms produces with less than 1% distortion, so that is the necessity of the signal generator. So this is the block diagram of working of function generator. So here you are having the two constant current sources that are uh, driven by the frequency control network. So that frequency control network is driving these two current sources. So first we are having the upper constant current source, so which is driving the integrator. By the integrator output equation is E out equal to minus 1 by c integral I dt. So whenever the current is increasing, output is also increasing. At some point, this voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state. Then what it will do, it will switch off the upper constant current source, and it will uh, uh, turn on the lower constant current source, which will supplies the reverse current, means decreasing current. So output of the integrator will decreases linearly with the time. At some point of this triangular output, again this voltage comparator multivibrator changes its state. Then again it turn off the lower constant current source, turn on the upper constant current source. So the output of the integrator will be triangular waveform, increasing linearly with the time, decreasing linearly with the time. So it will be upper lower, you are getting the triangular waveform. And the voltage comparator multivibrator turns on, turns off, turns on, turns off, so it will be generating the square wave. And this triangular waveform is given to the resistance diode shaping network, which will convert the triangular waveform into the sine waveform. So the main blocks are frequency control network, upper and lower constant current sources, integrator, voltage comparator multivibrator, or you can call it as schematic trigger, sine wave converter, output amplifiers. So how we are generating a triangular waveform? Op amp is used as integrator to generate the triangular waveform. Usually the frequency is controlled by varying the either capacitor in LC or RC circuit, but in function generator frequency is controlled by varying the magnitude of the current produced by the current sources, which drives the integrator. The frequency controlled voltage regulates the, so we have discussed, that is frequency controlled voltage regulates the two current sources, that is upper and lower current sources. So the integrator output voltage increases linearly with the time when constant current is supplied by the upper constant current source, that is the equation is minus 1 by c integral I dt. That change in current changes the slope of the output voltage and hence controls the frequency. The voltage comparator changes its state at maximum level of the integrator output voltage. This state changes cuts off the upper constant current source and switches on the lower constant current source to supply the reverse currents to the integrator. This state changes the cuts off the upper constant current source and switches on the lower current source to supply reverse current to the integrator. The integrator output decreases with time to get a minimum level. Then again the voltage comparator multivibrator again changes its state and switches on the upper constant current source and the cycle repeats. And the output of integrator is a triangular waveform whose frequency is determined by the magnitude of the current supplied by these constant current sources. So conversion of triangular wave to square wave, schematic trigger circuit is used, that is voltage comparator multivibrator. The voltage comparator output which is used to switch over the function of two current sources between the UTP and LTP points gives the square wave output, upper threshold point and lower threshold point. With the square wave has the same frequency as triangular wave which drives the output amplifier. So this point is important. Square wave has the same frequency as triangular wave. The amplified square wave output is provided by the output amplifier 1. And conversion of triangular wave to sine wave, we are using the wave shaping circuits that are used to convert the triangular to sine. So for that one we are using the resistance diode wave shaping circuit. So it alters the slope of the triangular wave as its amplitude changes and sine wave output which drives the output amplifier, and the output amplifier provides the amplified sine wave with the less than 1% distortion. So inside view it will be look like this. So range selection and continuous variation of signal frequency. So this is extra how it will be. So this R1 and R2, and you will be having three capacitors C1, C2, C3, and you will be having op amp. So the frequency range selection is obtained by switching different capacitor values such as C1, C2, C3. That is, you can set the frequency range by setting the values of C1, C2, C3. If you are going for C1, you are having one frequency range. If you are going for C2, another frequency range. If you are selecting C3, you are going to get the another frequency range. That is, frequency range selection is obtained by switching different capacitor values such as C1, C2, C3, etc. through a frequency range selector switch on the front panel of the function generator. And within that frequency range we have to again change the frequency. For that one we are using the resistance R1 across that potentiometer combination. So the continuous variation of frequency within that frequency range of any one by choosing C1, C2, C3, the continuous variation of frequency within that selected range is obtained by adjusting the potentiometer R1, which is connected to the vernier dial or frequency change on the front panel of function generator. So function generator is an electronic generating instrument capable of producing generating instrument capable of providing various specified waveforms over a wide range of frequency. So it is a versatile instrument used for many purposes, that is testing, designing, troubleshooting the electronic equipments and alignment of radio and television receivers. It will produce quick and repetitive waveforms easily. In generation of various waveforms, the first waveform which we are generating is the triangular waveform. The triangular waveform is produced, and other waveforms such as sine and square were derived from this triangular wave using the suitable conversion circuits of one is schematic trigger, another one is resistance diode shaping network. So function generator has the outstanding features of providing more than one signal output at the same time. We can have two signal outputs at the same time. That is the main advantage of the function generator, and we are generating the sine wave with 1% distortion, and it has capability of phase logging to external signal source. We can have phase logging to external signal source also. So here is a little quiz about the function generators. So function generator generates only sine wave, only square wave, sine, triangular, sawtooth, or only triangular. So the option is it generates sine wave, triangular wave, and sawtooth wave, as well as square wave also. Function generator has the capability of testing, designing of the electronic equipment, alignment of radio and TV receivers, producing more than one output at the same time, and D is all the above, and the correct answer is all the above, D. In function generator, integrator is used for generating which waveform? Sine, square, triangular, or sawtooth? So it is for triangular wave. So in function generator, schemic trigger multivibrator is used to convert the triangular waveform to square waveform. So there is no option, so none of the above is the correct answer. You have to see the options. So sine to square, not correct. Triangular to sine, not correct. Sine to triangular, not correct. So none of the above is the correct answer. So different questions that are asked in this one. What are the outstanding features of function generator? Draw the block diagram of function generator and explain the principle of working. Draw the functional. So this is second question is asked for 3 marks, and third question, draw the functional block diagram of function generator and explain its working in detail. It is for 5 marks. And explain the sine wave converter circuit used in function generator. It will be asked for 3 marks. And explain integrator and schematic trigger circuit used in function generator. It is also asked for 3 marks. Thank you all.